I came to bring the pain.
Metal Slug
What's going on, people?
XX
Treezy here, bringing you mission 6 from the master walkthrough for Metal Slug XX. It's been a while since I've uploaded any Metal Slug material. Apologies to anyone who was following at the time. Obviously, we got up to mission 5, all was going well, and then my recording software kind of crapped on me. Turns out, after all this time, it wasn't really the Roxio itself. It seems to be the laptop getting pretty hot pretty quickly. The fan underneath doesn't seem to be working, only tends to kick in at random times, not when it's really necessary. But obviously, you know what I mean, that's neither here or there. I'll get into details on that another time in another video. Right now we're on mission 6. The action's getting pretty tough. Took me a bit of time to do this, you know what I mean. Coming back to the game, I was a bit rusty. As you can see, we're still on kind of bog standard enemies, you know, just normal infantry, RPG soldiers, few choppers here and there and whatnot. Got myself the handy flamethrower here, and I'm still following my same usual technique of picking up power weapons, switching back to the heavy machine gun, and you know what I mean, saving the flamethrower and other power weapons for areas I feel the need to use them or feel much more comfortable using them, you know what I mean, because in this mission this is where we get introduced to the kind of futuristic soldiers, you know what I mean. They're the same as these rebel soldiers, apart from they're dressed in blue and the weapons look a bit fancier and their attacks are like, you know, more colourful, more plasma style, you know what I mean. So the first area, you know, leading up to this part, it's not too bad. Even these guys ain't too bad to begin with. The main annoying part of this mission, probably the entire game, is controlling the giant slug that we'll come to at the end of this mission. So moving through this section, unfortunately I didn't manage to free that POW there before he wandered off the screen. It's not a loss though, to be fair. The weapon he drops for you begins with Z, and oh god, what's it called? Zeus something. It's basically like a little melee attack, and it's almost like a kind of plasma boomerang comes out of, like, well, nowhere, kind of like a sonic boom attack. It's crap basically, so don't worry about missing it. As you can see, they switched quickly to the flamethrower to deal with the enemy fighter, because obviously the flamethrower is very powerful and it does constant damage over like a couple of seconds, and I've still got some to spare. This part can also be pretty tough. You're trying to work your way uphill and you'll have kind of empty, well, not empty, but these kind of rail carriages, slopes, you know what I mean, coming down the hill. They will kill you on contact. If the front end of those carriages hits your character, it counts as a death. Messed up slightly there. I managed to get hit. Thankfully, you know how we do, playing as Ralph, I'm forgiven for that mistake, you know what I mean, so I can just carry on without another free hit to take, but with all my lives still intact, so to speak, because still, you know what I mean, this mission is tough, but you want to be finishing this mission with at least, you know, using only one life, because this last part is quite hard, and I've to be completely honest, I've got no proper solid technique of getting past it. Now what I've done is basically this first playthrough, I do die once during this part with this giant slug, and then I've recorded another playthrough of this last part, which was instantly straight after this one, of where I did manage to make it through without dying. Now as you can see, it's massive, it's slow. You'd think it'd come with some ridiculous firepower. It doesn't. It comes with the one Vulcan cannon. Its Y button attack is a kind of plasma, you know, close range plasma attack, similar to that Zeus power up weapon. but you need to save that for the boss. At the same time you fire the cannon attack, it kind of swings its arms, like punching out like a 1-2 little combo type thing. And as you would have saw as well, the first jet fighters that came in and fired the rockets at me, sorry, not the jet fighters, the RPG soldiers, holding up, it kind of put my arms up defensively, and the attacks didn't hurt me. Trying it again further down the line, it did hurt me. So I'm not entirely sure what the situation is with that part, because obviously in a way it's kind of annoying. You don't want to spend so much time practicing getting through this part flawlessly. It's you know what I mean, it's a one-time thing. This is the only part of the game you actually use this machine. The only part of any Metal Slug game you actually use this slug, and you know you don't want to dedicate too much time to, you know, mastering it unless you are atrociously bad at this part. I mean, it's not too bad. The best approach I found when fighting the infantry and the jets and stuff is just to be quick with your firing, be more offensive and less defensive, especially when you don't know exactly what the solid defense consists of. When you come to this battle with Alan O'Neill, you can see here I'm using the Y button attack now, just trying to tear him up basically. He has 3 or 4 different attacks. Most of them can be cancelled out, so to speak, with the Vulcan cannon. The main part here is when he attacks you like that, it will go off the screen, dash back into the screen, and it's like, what the hell am I supposed to do? So you can see there, you know what I mean, that's took quite a decent amount of my health away, and he's done me, I've lost a life. Now obviously this is the first time throughout any of the videos that I have lost a life, and as unfortunate as it is, it doesn't matter too much, because what you can't forget is obviously the achievement that we're potentially going for is to complete the game without continuing. Obviously, you know what I mean, I'm giving people the best guides I can throughout every mission, because I want you guys to have as many lives as you can to spare for the last mission. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when the pressure is seriously going to kick in. You know what I mean? So like I said, I've got another playthrough of this last part, so you can see straight away one projectile. I put my hands up, well, my mechanical arms up to defend myself. Nothing. I got hit. As you can see, I was kind of peed off about it. I'm stood there thinking like, yo, what's going on? So I thought, screw it, you know what I mean, I'm just going to go in relentless and just kill these things before they even get a chance to get a shot off. Because another annoying thing as well with this part is it's kind of hard to edge forward like you would on foot, you know what I mean, because you would have seen as I was trying to tap right to go forward, he wouldn't bring his right foot forward, you know what I mean. He's got to take that one proper stride to actually move, you know what I mean. So you can either just walk normally or jump and kind of get that spray as you're coming down, and kind of use that as a surprise attack, you know what I mean, against the enemies. And then, despite already taking damage, I did a lot better against the boss this time round, because I actually figured out how to defend myself against his dash attack, and all I had to basically do was press Y. So you know what I mean, I did have the right idea of saving the cannon to begin with, I just didn't use it correctly. So you know what I mean, it's going to be a prime example here now of exactly what I'm talking about. So obviously Vulcan cannon doing the best it can to stop attacks hitting me while I'm getting good damage in on Alan O'Neill. As you can see, I failed that first time round. Not entirely sure how. Maybe I fired it a bit too early. Maybe I didn't keep hold of the button. Regardless, one hit left. This is what it comes down to. Boom. You know what I mean? Man sussed it. So as you can see, like, he dashes in and you've got your arms up swinging and he can't do anything. Obviously you'll get to see it again now. And at the same time that attack stops his attack, it does quite a healthy amount of damage to him as well. So you know what I mean, it's all good. I hope these little tips and tricks help you guys out with this mission. Obviously the controlling the Giant Slug is by far the worst part of any of these missions. The rest of it, not too bad really, to be honest. So thanks for watching guys, good to be back doing these videos, and stay tuned for the upcoming final video.